Anheuser-Busch InBev, the world's largest brewing company and owner of Budweiser, is being sued for allegedly watering down its beer. The class action lawsuit is filed in at least 5 states. It claims AB InBev falsely advertises a 5% alcohol content in its beverages, not only for Budweiser, but also for Bud Light, Michelob Ultra, and a few others. Oh yes, one of which is natural ice. According to Philly.com, the lawsuit states plaintiffs took Anheuser-Busch's stated percentage of alcohol into account in making their purchases and would not have purchased AB's malt beverage had they known that AB's representations were false. They're seeking upwards of $5 million in damages. If you're surprised by the claims of the not-so-beery beer, there is one man who, if he were alive today, would say, "Told you so." Oscar Wilde, the Irish writer and beer enthusiast, once said, "I find American beer a bit like having sex in a canoe. It's effing close to water." But back to the lawsuit. How did the plaintiffs come to the conclusion that Budweiser is not meeting its 5% claim? Well, they say they did their research. According to the lawsuit, the Greenbergs, 2 brothers in Philadelphia who filed the suit, have worked hard to build their case. One brother, Thomas, has been drinking 2 cases a month, and the other brother, Gerald, has been drinking 4 cases a month. If you haven't worked out the math, that equals 144 beers a month. That's a lot of beer, roughly 5 a day. And the BBC talked to the lawyer representing the Greenbergs and the other plaintiffs in the lawsuit. He says many of them are former employees of Anheuser-Busch,
who have informed us about Anheuser-Busch's internal corporate policies and procedures and the very sophisticated technology that they use to water down their products.
And according to Bloomberg, the plaintiffs allege AB InBev allegedly keeps the alcohol level for each batch of malt beverage at specifications above the desired final product, at least initially, then adds water and CO2 to the final stage of the brewing process. The plaintiffs claim that process became more serious after Anheuser-Busch merged with InBev in 2008. In an email to Bloomberg, the vice president of Anheuser-Busch said those claims are completely false. "Our beers are in full compliance with all alcohol labeling laws. We proudly adhere to the highest standards in brewing our beers, which have made them the best-selling in the U.S. and in the world." AB InBev recently released results from the 4th quarter in 2012. It showed an increase in revenue by almost 10%, amounting to about $4.4 billion, which, as a writer for The Week points out, would render this lawsuit a bit moot. And as for the future of the brewing company, the magazine suggests it needs not focus on alcohol. Instead of advertising its alcohol content, which has always been somewhat negligible, perhaps Budweiser should stick with Jackie Moon's unassailable tagline from a 2008 Super Bowl commercial.
"Refreshes the palate and the loins."
For Newsy, I'm Jasmine Bailey.